Hello guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, in this video, we are going to discuss about mobile assist language assessment and assessing speaking. We are from group 7. My name is Hardian Gunandi and my friends are Ika Aditya Pratiwi, Fadilah, Ramadani Jafar and Selfia Nofita Dewi. The outline today is introduction, review literature, methodology, result and discussion, and the last is conclusion. First, introduction. The term Mobile Assist Language Assessment, or MALA, was coined in this paper to merge the two disciplines of Mobile Assist Language Learning or MO and Portfolio Assessment, which is, in a sense, a complex assessment subdivision. Second, review of literature. The term MALA has been coined in this paper to join the two disciplines of MO and Language Assessment. Therefore, in this section, the literature related to each of its main bases will be briefly reviewed. 2.1 Mobile Assist Language Learning or MO. First point, in contrast with assisted language learning or CALL, MO does more in certain ways. MO incorporates compact personal computers to offer new ways of learning. Second, document restoration, concordance, networking, and multimedia modeling applications are some of these forms of technology. The third, in meaning-rich environments, types of technology that are consistent with cognitive interventions are those that provide learners with the highest capacity for learned interaction, allowing learners to improve their competence. The last point, personalized learning is the central element of current learning, the appraisal methods, in accordance with the idea that each human being is distinctive and can be treated accordingly if it is supposed to be successful in teaching or learning.
Hello everyone, my name is Ika Aditya Pratiwi as the second speaker today. So, as the second speaker, I will continue the explanation from the first speaker about review of literature. But what I will be discuss about dynamic assessment or DA and then peer assessment. So the first one is that DA. What is it DA? DA or dynamic assessment is an assessment that considers individual participants among learning during the assessment producer. So guys, in another word, DA only looks at an individual characteristic assessment. The second one is a portfolio as another element in the assessment. So, what is a portfolio assessment? Portfolio assessment is collection of the work of a student as a result of implementation of performance tasks determined by teacher as part of an effort to achieve learning goals. So guys, in this portfolio assessment, more tends toward physical exercise such as assignment, project, task, and other. So it is certain different from the dynamic assessment, which is tend to be the assessment of soft skill or individual characteristic. So this is the description that you can see that the DA and portfolio goals, that in DA it is focused on a partial and then portfolio is focused on result assessment and other project. So the next one is that advantage of portfolio for learning in the future. So the first one is that can produce more authentic and creative work, can develop metacognitive strategies, increase responsibility, increase skill level, and a chance to see themselves, and then hike in team and critical thinking. So the next one is the peer assessment. What is it, peer assessment? Peer assessment is the assessment that involves students to provide their feedback or value on the work of their friend. So I think that some of you are familiar and never been given the opportunity by your teacher to try this assessment, right? So here are the facilitators that can help student and teacher. This online assessment include email, FTP, and then work with the web. So there are some of the advantages in peer assessment. The first one is that can improve learning outcomes, can increase learning collaboration, so feedback from peers, and then a student can know the strength and the weakness of their assessment. And then the last one is that student can comment on their friend performance. So peer assessment, I think that peer assessment is can improve outcome because we can analyze this, what we want to work and trying to be better. Maybe that's all for me. Less and more, I really apologize about them. Next will be explained more specific by my friend. Thank you.
Ramadani Jafar, and I will explain about the methodology. The first methodology is participant. The participants of this study include 17 female adult advanced learners of English who were all native speakers of Persian and had previously attended 17 and 20 terms of general English introduction. They come from a broad range of social backgrounds such as student, doctor, nurse, artist, engineers, housewife, and retired clerks. Regarding the long period of English introduction they had attended, it can be concluded that they were committed to language learning despite having other engagements in life. And the second methodology is instrumentation. And from the instrumentation, the current study adopted the WhatsApp mobile application in order to implement the research design. WhatsApp offers its user the opportunity to share text, voice, recording, and files, and is easy to access by the telecommunication service provided in Iran. And the participants were also interviewed for the attitude to MILA and were asked open-ended questions by the research in English. However, they were free to reply in their native language if they wished. The questions were adapted from the question are used to collect learner attitude by attitudes. And the next is design. A basic qualitative research design was adopted to collect the data and analyze them in the present study. This form of the qualitative study provides descriptive account aimed at understanding the viewpoint of those involved. And the last methodology is procedure. From the 5 procedure, initially cheating seemed very feasible in this method. 4 learners record their voice and then send on WhatsApp. Interestingly, learners of English look ability to touch out their speech in a natural way, and the recording that we read from paper were easily spotted and invalidated. It is different when reading. It is different when reading them. Sound very monotonous like unrobot and wrong intonations. In the end, participants were interviewed about their attitudes and view on the method used to assess their speaking ability. The research did not force the student to take the interview. Only those who were interested volunteered for the interview. The data is then coded and analyzed.
Hello everyone, my name is Selfia Nofita Dewi, and without any further ado, let's move to the results and discussion. In these results and discussion, they use qualitative interviews. There are 7 questions that they used. The first question is, did you participate in the speaking task on WhatsApp this term? One of the participants noted that she was not content with the amount of participants she could have
as she was a part-time student studying in a different city and did not have access to the internet at all times. The second question, what do you like about this method of practicing speaking? One of them said that I'm not good at speaking and this method can really help. It rocks. The next question, what do you dislike about this method? And finally, 3 of the interviews state that there was nothing they disliked about the experiment. The fourth question, what do you think of this method as a system of assessment? Regarding the fourth question, 4 of the participants interviewed believed that this system of evaluation can easily replace static assessment as it is not only fair but also a just replacement. The next question, what advantages does this method have compared to similar classroom activities? One of them said that we can speak with our friends and teacher at home and have English communication with them outside the class when we are at home. It really helps, right? What drawbacks do you associate with this method? There are so many different from the participants and you can just read it. Next, the last question is, would you like to try this method again? Seven participants of the 8 participants said positively, but one of the participants said that it was rather time consuming and did not wish to take part again. So in conclusion, the present study investigates the feasibility of mobile-assisted language assessment and the eval learners' attitudes toward it. During the process of melee, self-correction, pre-correction, and finally feedback from the teacher were provided respectively. And the participants found melee to be better than static tests, but prefer to be assessed by their performance in class. Okay guys, that's all from our group, and if you have any question, just put it down on the discussion forum. Thank you.